All right, my beautiful fiery Aries souls, gather round and listen closely. Do you feel that? That spark in the air, that electric hum of anticipation deep within your spirit? This is no ordinary moment, and your presence here, right now, is no accident. You are standing at a cosmic crossroads, a magnificent turning point where every choice, every breath, ignites a new destiny. Today, these are not just words. This is a sacred transmission, a message the universe has forged in starlight and sent directly to you. Because someone, my friends, just asked about you. Perhaps it was an echo from a past life, a soul who recognizes your warrior's light. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the cosmos itself, whispering your name and declaring that your time has come. And what is approaching, dear Aries, is not some small shift. We are talking about a spiritual gold rush, not just the glitter of wealth or the sound of applause, but a profound abundance of the soul, a magnificent expansion of your entire being. Something immense, something glorious is on the horizon. So, are you ready to embark on this journey with me? We will explore a path laid out by 14 powerful cards, each one a gateway to understanding, a fragment of your unfolding destiny. And hidden among them is one card of extraordinary importance, holding the most vital message for you. It will only reveal itself to those with the courage to journey to the end. And I know that's you, Aries. Before we ignite this sacred fire, if you feel the truth in these words resonating in your soul, let the universe know you are ready to receive. Take a moment to subscribe to Astrology Unlocked and join our cosmic family. And in the comments below, declare your intention by writing, "I am ready for my cosmic gold rush." Let's begin this incredible adventure together. Our journey begins, Aries, with a card that is the very essence of your soul, the Chariot. This is a thunderous affirmation from the universe that you are not here to stand still. You are a force of nature, born to move, to conquer, to lead the charge. You have been, you are, and you will always be pushing forward, no matter the obstacles, no matter the storms. Perhaps you've grown accustomed to the feeling of being the lone warrior on the battlefield of your dreams. There have been countless days where your silent efforts, your relentless drive, went completely unnoticed. But you never stopped. You never needed the applause, you never needed the validation, because you, brave Aries, understand a profound truth. Every single step forward, no matter how small, is a revolutionary act of courage. I have seen the Aries spirit fall, not in defeat, but like a phoenix, dissolving into ash, only to rise again, stronger, fiercer, and with a fire in your eyes that could outshine the sun. You don't just move on, you transmute your pain into fuel. The Chariot doesn't teach us to simply barrel through obstacles with brute force. Oh no, that's a lesson your ruling planet, Mars, sometimes encourages in its raw form. But this card speaks of a more refined power. It speaks of harnessing your immense will, focusing your passion like a laser beam, and steering with unshakable faith in your inner compass. It's about knowing your path is the right one, even when the rest of the world can't see the destination. In a society that often only celebrates the finish line, you embody the sacred glory of the journey itself. You don't reject your fiery, impulsive nature. You learn to channel it, moving forward with a heart that is both passionate and purposeful. And that, my friend, is why you are infinitely more powerful than you were yesterday. Think about it for a moment. Haven't your moments of greatest challenge been your moments of greatest growth? In the exhaustion, In the fight, didn't you discover the unshakable core of your own strength? I want you to look back and tell me, what was it that kept your inner fire from burning out? Share that story below, because your testimony of resilience could be the very spark that ignites hope in another warrior feeling lost in the dark. You are not just walking a path, Aries, you are blazing a trail, and kindred spirits are beginning to notice your light. For so long, you've been the solo act, the commander of a one-person army, shouldering every burden with a quiet strength that few could ever comprehend. But listen, your energy is shifting. You are now radiating a magnetic light, a beacon of purpose that is drawing your soul tribe near. And so, the Three of Pentacles appears like a celestial invitation from the universe. The message is clear. Your solitary mission is complete. You don't have to build your empire alone anymore. This is the moment when you begin to attract collaborators of the same frequency. Souls who don't just see your ambition, but who honor your vision. They aren't coming to tame your fire or to question your methods. They are coming to build with you, to co-create something far grander than you could have ever imagined on your own. I once held the belief that true creation was a solitary act, born from isolated genius. But then I witnessed an Aries, trembling with the vulnerability of a new idea, dare to ask for help. And in that single moment of collaboration, their spark became an inferno of creation. You do not have to be the strongest in the room all the time. You don't need to have all the answers. Sometimes, the most powerful act of leadership is to allow others to see your vision and invite them to add their own unique magic to it. The people being drawn to you now have been forged in their own fires. They understand the language of passion. They respect the courage of creation, and they are extending their hands in genuine partnership. Perhaps you've been burned before, thinking, no one can keep up with my pace, or I'll just be let down again. But remember this, your true tribe doesn't come to change your vision. They come to amplify it. If you've recently felt a pull to collaborate, or if someone has appeared in your life offering a helping hand that felt divinely timed, acknowledge it. Tell us that story. Because every time you open yourself to co-creation, you are laying another foundational stone for an empire of not just material success, but of shared joy and lasting legacy. And now, beloved Aries, after all the battles, the risks, the times you've poured your heart and soul into dreams that seemed so far away, the universe sends a breathtaking gift, the Ten of Pentacles. This is not merely a card, it is a divine decree. You have journeyed far enough, you have built with enough integrity, and now it is time to inherit the kingdom you have created. The Ten of Pentacles represents the pinnacle of fulfillment, a powerful and stable foundation in your finances, in your relationships, and in your spirit. But here is the secret, Aries. This profound abundance doesn't just appear from external victories. It grows from the deep roots of your character. I have seen Aries souls quietly choose integrity over shortcuts, courage over comfort, and passion over apathy, time and time again. The universe has been watching. It has seen you honor your word, fight for others, and act with a nobility that comes straight from your heart. The legacy you are about to step into is the direct result of every honest battle you've fought. True, lasting wealth isn't built on fleeting trends. It's built on the bedrock of character. Your fierce loyalty, your unwavering determination, and your courageous heart, these are the true treasures. This card affirms that you don't have to change who you are to be successful. In fact, it is by being unapologetically you that this abundance is now flowing into your life. I'm curious, Aries, what does a truly rich life feel like to you? Beyond the numbers in a bank account, what makes you feel a deep, unshakable sense of wealth and fulfillment? Is it freedom, loyalty, adventure? Share that with me, because the moment you define your legacy, you give the universe the exact blueprint it needs to help you build it. And as this deep sense of fulfillment settles into your soul, you will discover a new kind of freedom. There is a unique kind of triumph, Aries, that arrives not with a thunderous roar, but with a quiet, confident calm. It's the feeling of waking up in the morning and knowing, with every fiber of your being, that you have absolutely nothing to prove to anyone. This is the sacred energy of the Nine of Pentacles, a card reserved for souls who have journeyed through the fire not to conquer the world, but to master themselves. You've charged through chaos, you've loved with a fierce intensity, you've given your all without demanding anything in return. And through it all, you never lost the pure, untamed fire that makes you who you are. Now, the universe is saying, it is time to enjoy the kingdom you've built within. The Nine of Pentacles speaks of a sovereign abundance, a state where you don't need external validation to feel worthy. It's the ability to stand in your own garden, surrounded by the fruits of your labor, and feel a profound sense of peace and pride just for being you. I used to believe that joy was only real if it was shared and celebrated publicly. But then I met an Aries who had learned to celebrate their own victories in silence. They didn't wait for a cheering crowd. They became their own biggest champion. And you, dear Aries, are becoming that person. The deeper wisdom of this card is that your inner peace is your ultimate power. It cannot be bought, it cannot be stolen, and it is the greatest gift you can offer to the world. When was the last time you truly gave yourself a day? Not to catch up on work, not to people please, but simply to be with yourself as your most trusted ally and friend. If you've had a moment like this, even a small one, please share it. Your story of self-sovereignty is a revolutionary act that can inspire others to claim their own inner throne. And once you have learned to command your own kingdom in peace, you are ready to receive wisdom from an even higher source. There are questions, Aries, that you've carried in the heat of battle, questions you've never dared to speak aloud. There are moments when you've paused, not from fatigue, but because a deeper, wiser part of you was trying to be heard. When the Hierophant appears, it's the universe signaling that it is time to listen to that inner oracle. For a sign as action-oriented as you, this card can be a challenge. It is not about charging forward. It is about becoming still. The Hierophant is a doorway to your own inner temple, a sacred space where truth is not discovered through logic or strategy, but is awakened through deep, intuitive presence. This is a time when you don't need more external advice. You need to trust the profound wisdom that is already encoded within your soul. I once believed wisdom belonged to the teachers and the gurus, but then I met an Aries whose greatest wisdom came from the lessons learned in their own failures. They didn't speak in platitudes, they spoke from the authority of their own lived experience. And I realized true wisdom isn't what we learn. It's what we have the courage to unlearn. The Hierophant invites you to connect with the divine, not through rigid rules, but through your own direct line to the cosmos. It's the faith that you are always being guided, protected, and that your passionate heart is a compass pointing you toward your true north. How many times have you had a gut feeling, a fiery instinct that screamed go or wait, and you ignored it only to regret it later? That instinct was not random, Aries. It was your soul, your inner Hierophant, speaking to you. If you have a story of when you trusted your intuition and it led you to victory, I would be honored to hear it, because your story validates the sacred power that lies within us all. And now for one of the most profound lessons an Aries can learn. There are seasons in life when it feels like all your forward momentum has stalled. The seeds of effort you've planted aren't sprouting. The finish line seems no closer, and no one is cheering you on. But the truth, my fiery friend, is that in these moments of perceived stillness, the universe is performing its most intricate work on your behalf. The Seven of Pentacles arrives not to urge you into more action, but with a gentle, grounding whisper. You have done the work. You have planted the seeds with courage and passion. Now, you must master the warrior's patience and trust in the growth you cannot yet see. I know how difficult this is for you. Your Mars-ruled spirit craves movement, results, and immediate progress. But think of a master blacksmith forging a legendary sword. There are moments of intense fire and hammering, but there are also crucial moments of cooling, of waiting, where the metal strengthens and settles into its true form. You are in that sacred phase of strengthening. You have persevered more than you give yourself credit for. You have lived with a fiery authenticity in a world that often demands conformity. That is not just effort. That is a sacred act of defiance and dignity. So, if you are waiting for an answer, for a breakthrough, for a sign, and you feel weary, know this: you are not waiting in vain. Some destinies, like the most potent volcanoes, take more time to build pressure before they erupt in glory. The universe isn't testing you to punish you. It's ensuring that when your victory arrives, you are strong enough and wise enough to wield it. I invite you now to name one thing you are patiently waiting for. Share it below, not for advice, but as a declaration of faith to the cosmos that you are still trusting the process. And as you master this divine patience, you learn an even more critical lesson. Not every battle is yours to fight. Listen closely, Aries, because this is a message of profound, strategic wisdom. Not every challenge deserves your fire. Not every conflict is worthy of your energy. And not every silence is a defeat. When the Five of Swords appears, it is an invitation from the universe to master the art of strategic withdrawal, to reclaim your power by refusing to engage in meaningless battles. Perhaps you've spent so much of your life fighting to be understood, using up your precious energy, trying to win over those who were never meant to be on your side. You are a warrior, and your instinct is to meet every challenge head-on. But then you realize a stunning truth. True victory doesn't always lie in winning the argument, but in knowing when to preserve your peace. I spent years of my own life believing I had to win every debate, to prove every point, but every hollow victory left me feeling more depleted. It was only when I learned to walk away, no longer needing to be right, that I finally felt truly powerful. Stepping back is not a sign of weakness, Aries. It is the ultimate power move. It's the moment you value your own energy so much that you refuse to waste it on low vibrational conflicts. You don't have to sacrifice your inner peace just to prove a point to someone who will never see your truth anyway. Are you currently pouring your incredible life force into a battle with a person, a situation, a belief that you know deep down will never bring you true victory? If you have ever chosen to walk away, and felt an incredible sense of liberation. Share that story. You could empower someone else to lay down their sword and find their peace. And when you let go of the battles that drain you, you reclaim your energy for the true victory that awaits. And here it is, Aries, the moment you were born for. You have walked your path with integrity. You have chosen courage when it was difficult, and you have kept your inner fire burning, even in the darkest of nights. Now, the entire cosmos rises to its feet to applaud you. The Six of Wands appears as a triumphant fanfare, a deep and resonant congratulations for the soul who never stopped believing in their own light. This card is not just about external success or public recognition, although that is certainly on its way. This is about the deepest form of victory, the recognition from yourself. It's the moment you look in the mirror and finally acknowledge how far you've come, how much you've overcome, and how deeply you deserve to be proud of the warrior you are. I used to think I had to achieve some impossible, perfect goal to finally feel worthy of celebrating myself. But the Aries spirit taught me that the simple act of courageously continuing the journey is the victory. Have you overcome something immense that no one else even knew you were fighting? A private battle you won in silence? If so, I invite you to declare it below, because we, your soul tribe, will celebrate with you, not with empty praise, but with a resonant whisper of recognition. You did it. You have just journeyed from the battlefield of letting go into the victory parade of self-realization. This triumph is yours, earned by the one who chose passion, persistence, and the fierce love of life. And now, amidst the sounds of victory, you hear a new call, not a roar, but a whisper. It tells you that your emotions, your intuition, and the untamed depths of your soul are the sacred map to your future. When the world becomes too loud, you become the quiet center of the storm. And that is where the High Priestess appears. She comes not to give you a battle plan, but to remind you that the most important paths can only be navigated by intuition. She guides you back into the sacred temple within yourself, where logic and reason step aside, and a deeper, more primal knowing becomes the light that guides your way. This is a place that requires no external proof, because your soul already knows the truth. I used to wonder why the most powerful Aries I knew had moments of intense, unexplainable quiet. Then I realized that their silence was not emptiness. It was a sacred communion with their own inner wisdom, a frequency deeper and more profound than words. The High Priestess teaches that the greatest truths are not found until you are still enough to hear them. Spiritual mastery for you, Aries, is not about knowing more. It's about knowing when to pause and listen to the fire within. Has there been a time when a gut feeling, an inexplicable knowing, saved you from a misstep or guided you toward a miracle? Share that moment. Your story is a testament to the High Priestess that lives within every one of us. And once you have heard that sacred whisper, you will know it is time to act. The moment the whisper of intuition becomes a roar of conviction, something reignites within you, a new surge of life force, a passion you thought was lost, a dream you had laid to rest. It is all coming back to life, and the Knight of Wands is the cosmic drumbeat, calling you to charge forward with all the fire of your magnificent soul. No more hesitation, Aries. In the past, you may have waited for the perfect moment, for more certainty, but you are not the same warrior you were before. You have journeyed through doubt and emerged with wisdom. You now know that when your soul screams, yes, immediate, passionate action is the most sacred way to honor it. I used to mistake the Aries spirit for mere impulsiveness, but then I saw that when an Aries truly believes in something, their action is not reckless. It is a pure, devotional expression of their soul's truth. They don't need 1,000 reasons because their feeling is the reason. The Knight of Wands invites you to embrace that raw, creative, unstoppable energy once again. This isn't the energy of a rookie. This is the energy of a seasoned warrior who has risen from the ashes and still chooses to believe. To believe in life, to believe in themselves, and to believe that the dream is still alive, just waiting for them to reclaim it. If there were absolutely nothing holding you back, what is the one bold move you would make right now? Speak it, write it, claim it, because simply giving voice to that desire can blast open a door you never knew existed. Beloved Aries, as we conclude this sacred journey, perhaps you've realized the ultimate truth. The gold mine you've been seeking is not somewhere out there. It has always been within you. It is your courageous heart, a heart that knows how to fight, how to love, how to hurt, how to heal, and how to rise again and again and believe in the light. You will have it all, not because you are perfect, but because you are gloriously, unapologetically real. Someone is asking about you, a soul, a guide, the universe itself, because they know you are about to step into your most radiant chapter yet. You are a miracle of fire and starlight. If this journey has ignited something within you, please share the part that resonated most deeply in the comments. Your story matters. And please don't forget to subscribe to Astrology Unlocked and share this message with another Aries warrior who needs to be reminded of their own magnificent power. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. You are never alone, and the light is and always has been within you. Shine on.